You ever wonder if the government is really going out of their way to hide the existence of giants? And I mean giants that were taller than the trees, some over 100 feet tall, some as tall as 2 miles. There are evidence all over the world hidden in plain sight that giants existed. You see this guy right here? He's picking up an elephant by his foot. Look at this. You think these books were made for regular people? These books were made for giants. Who's gonna pick up a book like this and carry it with them and turning pages? Who put this book on a ship? Who uses this book as a map? This book was made for a giant. You have giant weapons. Now pay attention to these images right here. What do you think those are? Those are the dishes that the giants used. Cups, lids, bowls. You have giant doorways. Now look at this picture right here. This was sliced by something, and it had to be sliced by something that was huge. I mean, maybe aliens or whatever used a laser to cut it, but I believe this stone was some type of plant, like a mushroom, or that petrified, and they sliced it maybe before it petrified, you know? The giants even left evidence of things that they've done that we find impossible. How they lift this stuff in the air. Did they use some kind of levitation, some kind of sound levitation? No, giants put that up there. They did that. They left all kind of evidence, stacking rocks, stacking stones. They were being funny. You have all these footprint impressions all over the world. Now, some people believe that the mountains are actually giants that died and turned into stone. And yes, they can turn into stone. Everything can turn into stone. But if you look at the mountains and you see the features, you can't help but to think, is it really possible? Because they do look like human faces. And I believe some of them are. But the huge mountains, the evidence just looks very close to looking human. We got a face right here. Now, some of these evidence are undeniable, like the body parts, like those are toes. You can see their toes, and there's more. What is that? Is that a hand? It looks like a hand and an arm. Now, granted, some of these images may be fake, but there's way too many of them. So a couple of them may be fake, but some of them are real. And these are real human body parts, gigantic human body parts. So what do you think of that? An arm, fingers? What do you think? There are even gigantic animals that turn to stone. What does that look like to you? A lion, right? It could be something else from a different angle, but it looks like a lion to me right there. Frog, a horse. I don't know if this one's real or not. Snake. Then other animals you could just pretty much come up with yourself. But look at them. These were living creatures that turned to stone. I guess we see where the legend of the dragons come from. Can you imagine what the planet was like when these creatures were alive? Looks like a toad, doesn't it? And these right here are supposed to be whales. Now, someone actually found a well-preserved body part. Here we have tips of fingers that turned to stone. This is the other side. You can see the bone. You can see where the bone was at and the blood underneath the bone. Somebody lost a foot. You know those crystals you collect from the crystal stores? It's said that these crystals are actually parts of giants. That's why they have energy, because it's the energy of the giants. Every little crystal is some part of artery, blood, or whatever, and you're gonna see in a minute. Look like muscles, right? Look at this stone right here. It looks like a piece of steak. How is this not a body part? And here we have bacon. More bacon, making me hungry. They want you to believe that tall people was a rare thing, but they were all over the world. It was a lot of tall people. They just kept it hidden from us. So there's images of it. You got the internet, you can find anything now. If you think those were amazing, wait till I talk about the trees. You may have noticed this video is a little different than my normal videos. I think I have a special talent in putting together alternate scenarios using coincidences. I see Amplex use my video. They cut off the good part though. My mom told me within hours she be on it. But YouTube was giving me so much trouble, I decided to go to Patreon. But that didn't sit well with a few people. I was getting comments saying that people can't afford things right now, which I understand. I understand that. So I opened up a BitChute just in case YouTube shut down and I was still posting stuff on YouTube. I was even getting comments saying that I was selling out. If I was selling out, you'll be seeing ads before you even see my videos. You'll be seeing ads in the videos. So anyway. So I went to BitChute, but that proves to be trouble too. People just lazy. So with the trouble of posting the same video on 4 channels combined with the trouble YouTube giving me just to give you the information that I found. So the last video I posted was a test to me. I was planning on posting that Cash App QR code even before Corbina sent me that first $1. I wanted to know who really appreciate the effort I put into these videos. Corbina, I still got you. I didn't forget about you. All I ever complained about was time. I don't need your money. I just want the time. I have another project I'm working on and it's going to require a lot more time. And I wanted to know, is this channel worth the extra time? Only the grand total will tell. So with Corbina's $1, I have a grand total of $1. Goes to show you, the more you give yourself to somebody else, the less is appreciated. Like I say, I don't need your money. I just wanted a incentive to continue. So I figured out a way to continue to run the channel by shaving off some time. With my schedule, making in-depth research videos take from days to weeks. This video you just saw took several hours. This is way better than days. This can work. All I had to do is cut out the extensive research and give you what I found so far, cut out the special editing, use only music I know I could get away with YouTube, and the one thing that takes the most time, writing the outline in a way that makes you see reality from another perspective and how coincidence is connected. I could just talk now. I'm going to continue making my normal original videos, but they'll be for Patreon members only. Thank you for your support.